The topic of today's lesson is to go over different types of word problems. Of course, we start by reviewing the types of problems we looked at last year in 4th grade. I'm on page 39 of our textbook, but I'm going to skip to the problems on the following page 40. So what do we have? Let's read. Number 1, Ryan and Juan shared 410 between them. Ryan received 100 more than Juan. How much money did Juan receive? Again, just to reiterate, the way we solve word problems is step 1, important reading comprehension. You need to answer 3 questions. Who is the problem talking about? What is the problem talking about? And what is the question? What is the unknown? Typically hidden somewhere in the last sentence that ends with a question mark. So, who is the problem talking about? Ryan and Juan. It's already labeled on our drawing. We have Ryan and Juan, 2 characters. What is the problem talking about? It's talking about money. Money. What do we know about Ryan and Juan's money? Well, they have to share $410. But notice, did the problem say they shared equally? No, if they were to share equally, we would just divide 410 by 2, but they did not share equally. How did they share? Well, we know that Ryan received 100 more. Here is this piece of 100 more. This is the piece that's 100. If this piece would not be there, they would be equal. So this is a 2-step problem. I hope you remember this pattern from previous years. We've seen it even in 3rd grade. We have 410 in total. Step 1, subtract the difference. Subtract the difference, and now we have $310. So if they were to share this equally, they would be sharing $310. Step 1, subtract the difference. And now, what do we have? Well, we know that Ryan and Juan, Ryan's bar and Juan's bar are equal, and together they're $310. So if 2 units are 310, 1 unit would be 310, split into 2 equal parts, and therefore it is $155. This is the piece that's $155, and this piece is $155. Now, it is very clear from our bar model that Juan received only $155, and of course, which is 100 less than Ryan, and Ryan received 100 more. Let's go ahead and find out. 155 plus 100 and 255, that is Ryan's money. Problem number 2. Mary bought 3 dresses. Each dress cost the same. She gave the cashier $100 and got $16 change. So imagine, who is the problem talking about? M for Mary. Let's label our drawing. What is the problem talking about? It's talking about money. Money again. Money for her dresses, right? We have dollars that she spent at the store buying dresses. Now let's play a movie in our head. That's a very helpful reading comprehension strategy. Mary walks into the store with $100. Did she spend all her $100? No, she got $16 back, which means how much money did Mary spend? Well, step 1. 100 minus 16. Mary spent $84 on 3 dresses. So altogether, these 3 dresses cost her $84. And now, to find each dress, question mark, how much did each dress cost? 84 divided by 3. And I will let you do the math. Let's move forward. We have a problem about Peter. Peter collected a total of 1,170 stamps. Okay, again, let's put this important reading comprehension questions. Who, what, and the question mark. Why? Why is the problem asking us to solve for what? So typically hidden in the last sentence. Let's highlight the last sentence. Yes. Let's not forget what we're solving for. So Peter collected 1170 stamps. He collected 4 times as many US stamps as foreign stamps. Let's go through reading comprehension questions to understand every problem. Who is the problem talking about? P for Peter. What is the problem talking about? Next question. It's talking about his stamps. Right? We can write stamps. What does the problem tell us about Peter's stamps? Well, it tells us the total amount. This is how many he had. And he had two types, right? F for foreign and US for local stamps. What does the problem tell us? He has 4 times as many US stamps. 4 times as many, which means 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. 4 times. So if this section would not be here, if this was not here, right? Let me use a slightly different color. If this was not here, Peter would have equal parts foreign and US, but he doesn't have equal. He has 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times as many US stamps. Let's take a look at how many units Peter has. Altogether, Peter has 5 units, and 5 units is 1170. How do we find out how many US he collected? Let's find how much is in each unit. If I divide, so that's step 1. Step 2, let's use division. 1,170 split into 5 units. We have 5 units in total. Therefore, each unit we split the total by 5. Well, 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. 150 divide, look, I'm doing mental math. 1170. We can split it into 1,000 and 150. And of course, 20, right? That's all together. So this is $200. This is 20 divided by 5 is $4. 150 divided by 5 is 30. So each is 234. Each unit is 234, 234, 234, and so on. Now, how do we find out how many US stamps? Step 3. 234 times 4, right? We have 4 units for 234. Let me clean it up, this messy writing. Let me clean it up. So we have inside each unit is 234 stamps, 234, 234, 234. Of course, 234 times 4, and that will be the total number of US stamps. Next, I am going to solve not every problem, but I'm going to solve, let me highlight what I want to solve. I want to solve B and D, and then we'll see how much time we have. So let's look at the problems. Solve the following word problems using bar models. Let me make some more space. So compare your models and solutions with your classmates. Let's read number B. There are 3 times as many boys as girls. I'm right here, my friends. I am right here. If there are 24 more boys than girls, how many children are there altogether? First question, who is the problem talking about? What is the problem talking about? And why? What are they asking us about? Typically, the last question, the last sentence. So, who is the problem talking about? Well, it's talking about boys and girls. Let's label B for boys and G for girls. What does the problem tell us about boys and girls? There are 3 times as many boys. 3 times as many. So let's make little bars. This is equal, right? This is equal, boys and girls, but we don't have equal. We have 1 time, 2 times, 3 times as many. 3 times as many boys as girls. Now, what else does the problem tell us? If there are 24 more boys, of course there is a difference. What is the difference? There are 24 of them. 24. This is the difference. Let me highlight the difference. This is the difference, right? These 2 bars. That is the difference. And there are 24. How many children are there altogether? As always, my friends, it's important to find out what's inside each unit. Well, we know that 2 units equals 24. Therefore, 1 unit has 8 children. Let's label 8 children. 8 children. 8 children. Oh, so sorry. 24 divided by 2 is not 8, Miss Natasha. 24 divided by 2 is actually 12. So there are 12 children. So let's label 12, 12, 12, 12 children inside each unit. How many children are there altogether? Well, let's look. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So 12 times 4, we have 48 children. 48 children. We have 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps. Again, I suggest you friends label your steps. So let's read problem D. Let's read problem D. Pablo has $180 and Ryan has $150. How much money must Pablo give to Ryan so they each have equal amount? Well, even if it sounds confusing, always start with a picture. Well, first question, remember, these are very important reading comprehension questions. Who is the problem talking about? Pablo and Ryan. Let's write it down. P for Pablo, R for Ryan. What? So we answered who. What is the problem talking about? The problem is talking about money. Money. What does the problem tell us about their money, Pablo's and Ryan's? Well, we know Pablo has 180, Ryan has 150. So clearly, do we draw same bars for Pablo and Ryan? No, Pablo has more. He has 180, right? So Pablo has 180 and Ryan has 150, right? Now we see there is clearly a difference, right? This is the difference. What is this difference? Well, we know 180 minus 150. We know that $30 is the difference between Pablo and Ryan, right? So I can say step 1, 180 minus 150. Of course, I don't even need to write it for you guys. You fifth grade, you know. There's $30 difference. Now, what do we do with this difference? How much money must Pablo give to Ryan? Well, let's take this difference, split it into equal parts, and let's give Ryan a half of that. A half of that. So 30 split into 2 parts, $15. $15. So how much money must Pablo give to Ryan? He needs to give him $15. Make sure you put your answer into a circle. Let's check our work. Ryan would have 150 plus 15, right? 165, and Pablo would have 180 minus 15, which is also 165, and that would be the equal amount for these two people. Let's take a look at problem E. I am on problem E. I'm not erasing my solutions because I want to make sure you guys can see that. Let's read problem E. I'm going to highlight the first sentence. Harry bought 155 oranges for $35. He found that 15 of them were rotten. He sold all the remaining oranges at 7 for $2. How much money did he earn? My friends, this is a multi-step problem. Let me create a little space for this problem right here. Okay, and let's talk about the solution. Again, we start every problem by asking ourselves the questions: who, what, and why, and making a simple drawing. We're all visual learners. Drawings are essential. Who is the problem talking about? H for Harry. Look how I put H for Harry. What is the problem talking about? It's talking about Harry's oranges, and it's talking about his money. What do we know about Harry's oranges? He bought 155 of them. He bought 155 of them, okay? And he spent $35. Let's label it on our simple drawing. $35. What happened to Harry's oranges? 15 of them were rotten. Let's get rid of a small portion. Let's label it 15. 15 oranges. These are the rotten oranges, okay? Could he sell the rotten oranges? No, he had to throw them out. What did he do with the remaining oranges? What did he do with the remaining oranges? He packed them at 7 for $2. Watch. He made a bag and he made another bag. Okay? And he packed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so on. So let's find out. Let's find out what happened. Step 1. First, we need to know how many oranges were the good ones that Harry could sell. Step 1, 155 minus 15 gives you 140 oranges that he could sell. What happened to that 140 oranges, the good ones? What happened? He packed them into bags of 7. 7, 7. Okay, how many times 7 goes into 140? 140 split into groups of 7 gives you 20 bags. He created 20 bags. And what did he do with those 20 bags? He sold them for $2 each. This is my price tag. So what did he do? He said 20 bags times $2. He made $40 in sales. He made $40 in sales. But, my friends, the question is not how much in sales did he earn. How much money did he earn? He had to spend $35. He brought in $40, but the profit is $40 minus 35. He actually earned only $5. Only $5. Not so much. Maybe next time he will do better. Maybe there will not be so many rotten oranges in his box. He made only $5.